Laker Mavs trade once again. Now, AD has gone down in the first game, and he's going to be out for a couple weeks to 4 weeks or whatever. But now their other center, Daniel Gafford, is down and likely was down as the trade was made to bring in AD. So now, look at Unc with the I told you. Unc was the one who coined and called him Glass Man or Mr. Glass.
Told you, dog.
And now this guy's out. So what is the current state of this trade right here? And how you think it will continue to play out?
Dukes.
Unc was right. I said, hey, look, when we said it before in a pre-show, I was like, we got to talk about this. Unc said, man, you know, he said, Dukes, I might hit you. I said, man, Unc, you right. You deserve that because you called it. That's why I wasn't even tripping when you was talking about the Falcons. I said, man, look, I'm with you regardless, but I'm definitely with you when you're right. Uncle Neely was right. He called that. And I would have been willing to put money on that. I ain't gonna flip flop like and be like, nah, I ain't say that. Yeah, no, I said it.
Oh, you mean you ain't gonna flip flop like Chico?
Oh,
you almost said it. Go ahead. Let it come out. Let it use you.
Flip flopping it.
Let the Lord use you. You almost said it. You almost
Here
said
we go again.
No, man, that wasn't me, man. That wasn't
Here
me.
we go again.
Yeah, but no, no, really, man, that was a great call, and you got this saying, and I don't know, and I said, matter of fact, last night on the show I dropped last night about D-Lou leaving, I literally went in there and I talked about it, and I said, saying that stays with me is the best indicator of future performance is what?
Past performance.
And more and more I see that, and for me to be a sports guy and I do all this different stuff in sports, I'm like, damn, sometimes you can just keep it simple. Look at what's happened in the past, and you can see what's going to happen in the future. And I think that's something that you know, if I was a gambling man that gambled a little more than I do now, I would have been kicking myself if I would have took the odds on, you know, what happens in the playoffs, because right now, look, the Lakers won that trade now and later. So shout out to Rob Pelinka, man. And interesting fact for those that don't remember, man, Rob Pelinka was a two-guard at Michigan when the Fab Five got there. I think he may have been a junior when they got there.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, once they got there, he was like, oh, damn, I'm not going to be playing too much. I'm going to sit back and watch this show.
And look, and built them relationships and figured it out.
Exactly. He was smart about it.
Yeah.
He said, if I'm not going to play, then I'm going to find a way to help these guys. You know, it's kind of like what nothing.
No. It's kind of like what now?
Nothing. I was just going to say that it was kind of like nothing to do with me at Jackson. Nothing, man. Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead, Dukes.
What happened? Yeah. It was kind of like me and that.
Go ahead, Dukes.
Go, what you passing me?
Continue what you were saying. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I wasn't even talking. I wasn't even talking.
Chico, go right ahead.
I was going to say it was kind of like you was talking about Rob Pelinka and the talent that came into Michigan while he was there. It was kind of like what I was saying about when Shedeur was at Jackson State and some of those offensive linemen that were hanging around him and stuff. I said, hey, some of y'all should be building a relationship with too, because hell, you could be a future bodyguard when you go to the league. You feel me? You might not make it to the league, but you can do something for a guy like Shedeur Sanders or Travis Hunter if you build that relationship around them, because you know where they're going. Is what I'm trying to say. That's all.
That wasn't bad, Chico. You scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, no, that's another letdown moment. I was expecting the typical Chico story, but that was actually
Chico. You starting to figure this thing out, man. Okay,
that was pretty good right there, right?
Yeah, really
But look, man, I'm gonna tell you this, Chico. Before I get back on the I told you so, you're exactly right on the relationship stuff and just being persistent. Here's what folks don't know about Roger Goodell, who done made about $700 million being commissioner. He started off as an intern in the NFL. How did he get the internship? That man wrote over 100 letters asking for one. And finally, one day, somebody opened another one of them letters, said, let me call this kid. Called him up and said, hey, been getting your letters. You know, would love to meet with you, man, enjoying your persistency. You win the next time you're in New York. And Goodell said, oh, man, just so happen to be here now. And he was in Pennsylvania and drove through the night to go to that meeting, end up getting the internship. 30 years later, look, because And he'll tell you it wasn't what I wrote in the letters. It's that I kept writing letters.
Right.
And you look at Rob Pelinka and what he's done since, being benched by the Fab Five and building basketball relationships, and now the GM. He ain't no damn dummy. Now here comes I told you so, Chico. And it's really gonna be directed at you. Because you gave me you wasn't trying to co-host and be in no guardrails. You was a Lakers fan that sounded like a Mavericks fan that night. You told me up and down that the Dallas Mavericks are gonna win this trade here, today, next week, next month, and in the future. I told you.
Hold on, don't put words in my mouth now, dog. You lying like you telling the field now, as my mama would say.
I'm just taking a play out your playbook when you be misquoting me. Chico, I tried to tell you this. Luka was gonna play a game before the Lakers. Games before AD got that same many game with the Dallas Mavericks. So that's how it's gonna be the difference right now.
Well, first of all, you made that up just now after seeing AD get hurt. Second of all, I never said that the Lakers lost this trade long term, because that would just be asinine.
Okay, you did say that part. But I absolutely did say, because you remember you said you were gonna wait a month and look it up. I told you that it's gonna ring your bell now, not clippers on your shoulder, but this gonna ring your bell. I told you that by the All-Star break, that Luka would have more points for the Lakers than AD had for the Mavericks.
I don't remember that part, but I will say this. This is what I stood on.
I'm gonna go clip it and give it to you.
Here's what I stood on. I'm sure you can clip it, but here's what I stood on. If the Mavericks can do what they made this trade for, which is to win a championship this year, next year, or in that third year, while AD, Kyrie, and everybody else is still in their quote-unquote prime, then that will be a success for them. That's what they're looking to accomplish, to win right now in this window with those veterans that they have, main one being Kyrie. They felt like the path to that was a quicker path, more sure path with AD and shipping Luka out. I'm saying this, okay? All right. Now, after that stint, no matter what happens with the Lakers now until then, after that stint, it's the Lakers win now, because they got Luka for multiple years and they can now build around him.
You said that?
And yes. Now, if the Lakers do what they're doing,
you said I was wrong for saying that Luka was going to have the more immediate, deeper impact. Let me tell you what I attached it to. I attached it to because AD ain't going to stay healthy.
Okay. Well, I still think by playoff time, AD will come back. The whole squad will be healthy, and they're going to make a deep run into the playoffs. Now, me being a Laker fan, I would love for the Lakers to continue to improve. We just signed Alex Len, a 7-foot center, who can go along with Big Jackson Hayes, who's been just energized now, re-energized since Luka is there. That's 3 ball handlers they have now with Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is channeling his inner Kobe Bryant out that thing, scoring points, 40 points over and 8 rebounds and such the last couple games or whatever he had. So he's balling out. They're coming to their own. I think the chemistry with those 3 and the rest of the guys doing the dirty work have set the Lakers up to be a scary team making the playoffs this season. Now, overall trade, like I said, yes, the Lakers will win this, but if Dallas can get a championship or 2 out of this, they have reached the goal that they wanted to reach by trading Luka to the Lakers. That's all I'm saying, Big Dog.
You just spent 5 minutes of real time saying Neely was right. I appreciate that. It was a long way of saying it. It was a long way of saying it.
That's what you took from it.
But the bottom line is what you just said. Like, damn, Neely was right, and he was right before I was right, because they ain't finna win nothing this year.
Dukes, Chico, what you think, Dukes?
Chico. Oh no, let me talk to Dukes.
I got a chest pass to Dukes, man.
Don't try to y'all look at my
let
camera.
Me talk to Dukes
on that automatic steady. Let me talk to Dukes. Dukes, because here's something that has happened